Welcome to the Lachey Johnson podcast. My name is Lachey Johnson, and today you're going to get just me. And so what that means is that twice a month I will post a podcast where there's a conversation of me kind of checking in. I'm currently on a wellness journey. And then there's another podcast where I sit down with a guest and they tell me how they're living their best life. And I just love to be able to pay that forward. So today, I'm going to talk about my wellness journey. And if you haven't been following me, I have a YouTube channel that I will post the video of this podcast to. And then I also have my podcast on Apple, Spotify, I think anywhere you can find podcasts. The Lachey Johnson podcast is there. So I'm on this wellness journey. And a part of me being on this wellness journey, I've been focusing on three specific areas, and that is my health, my finances, and my relationships. And so out of the three, I feel like I have been really primarily leaning into the health aspect of it. And what I mean by that is that when my health is doing right, I feel like all the other parts of me are doing right. So the wellness journey is not just the one area, but I am covering every area by focusing on the one primarily, which is the health part of it. So let me just give you a little bit of context in case you don't know and you haven't been following me. I went to a doctor's appointment back in March and I left that physical appointment. It was an annual physical. I was going for my annual physical. I believe in preventative medicine. And when I left that appointment, I had more referrals, more doctor's appointments than I had probably had in several years. And so I had to take a moment of reflection. I had to ask myself, have I really been taking care of myself? And I'll be honest, when I answered, it was yes. What's just happening is that I'm in the second half of my life. Do not try to figure out my age if you're watching this video, because you're probably not going to get it. The hair, the face, they don't always match, but just trust me, I'm in the second part of my life. And now I'm just paying attention even more to what I'm eating, when I'm eating, why I'm eating. I discovered that I really get excited when I get things done. And when I get excited when I get things done, I go and I grab carbs. I go and grab chips. I go and grab some kind of snack. And so what I'm learning over these last few weeks of really, reflecting and journal writing and paying attention to what I am shopping for and what I'm putting into my mouth is that if I meal prep and meal plan or meal plan and then prep the food, I am more likely to choose the thing that is going to be more healthier for me. Now, my cardiologist says it'd be great for me to follow a Mediterranean diet. I don't like fads, but I don't think the Mediterranean diet is a fad. I think it's just more fruits, more vegetables, and more lean protein. So, all right, I'll give it a try. Now, that sounds good coming out. It did. It even felt good as it was coming up out of me to say when I go grocery shopping, I do look in the cart and I see way more color and I see less boxes and I don't really buy canned food, to be honest, unless I'm donating. But nevertheless, I see more fresh vegetables and more fresh fruit. And I do see salmon and I do see chicken and I do see no meat sometimes. And so I do feel like I am doing my best to watch what I'm eating. But I'll just be honest. Even in my watching what I eat, I still seem to want to eat other food. I still want to eat other food. I still want to eat fried chicken. My nose is running. Are you kidding me? What is happening? What is happening? Okay, let's just take a minute. For y'all who are listening, you didn't just see that, but for y'all who are watching, you saw that my nose was just running, and it's cool because it's all of me. You're gonna get all of me today. So yeah, so I feel like even with my meal planning and my meal prepping, I'm still wanting to have fried chicken. I'm still wanting to have fried fish. I'm still wanting to have red meat. I'm still wanting to have Chinese. I'm still wanting to have a cheesesteak. I'm still wanting to have pork roll and cheese. And as I say it, I'm thinking I didn't really eat today. And I have you can't see it, but I've got my iced coffee sitting here with me, but like I want to eat. So my journey is my journey. And I just want you to know that me sharing it is in the hope that one, I create a community that will help me to be accountable, to make the choices that are going to help me to live the life that I deserve to live. But at the same time, being able to share real life experience and example where there is no doctor, there is no medicine, there is no nip and tucking. This is just me, second half of my life, and I'm choosing to eat differently. And so I'm praying every day that God would, cleanse my palate and give me the desire to want food that is healthy. I get up in the morning and I'm walking 2 miles. And lately, in the last week and a half, I've added an extra mile. And so at the end of the evening, I will go and I will walk another mile. So I've been walking about 3 miles a day. And yesterday, I think I might have walked 4 miles and I had almost 14,000 steps. So, this isn't a race. It is exactly what I said. It is a wellness journey. And so I just want to encourage you, if this is your first time listening to me, or if this is your first time watching me, to just join the journey with me. Leave me some encouragement of what you're doing, whether it's your meal planning, your meal prepping, how you're moving your body, what vitamins are you taking to really care for yourself. Because like I said, I am a woman of a certain age. And so I started this journey a couple of weeks ago as a result of me going to a doctor's appointment. And quite honestly, I feel better. I do feel more energized. I've gotten on the scale and I've seen the number go down and I've seen the number go up, but it's not where it started. Let the church say amen. So I am encouraged, and it's a lifestyle for me. I don't want this to feel like something that's one and done. It is me consciously choosing me every single day when it comes to my health. So what you're getting now, for those that are following me on YouTube, I want to say thank you for subscribing to my channel. And I said, I'm going to try to do a sit down. I'm going to try to do a sit down because typically I am in my car, which I feel way more comfortable talking to you when I'm in the car. When I sit at my desk that I'm sitting at right now and I've got this mic in front of me, I don't know. It feels like my shoulders are up in the air, but I'm getting comfortable. I'm getting better. And I can hear one of my cousins saying, slow down, the cadence and the rhythm and your tone and your pitch as you are speaking. And I'm like, whatever. So this is my sit down with you, checking in, wellness journey. It's been several weeks. I'm very excited about it. I shared with you that it's not just health, but it's also my finances. And so with my finances, I have paid off several credit cards, and the goal is for me to pay down all of my cards by August, where they are at no more than 25 to 30% of its usage. Now, I think I just told on myself, because if anyone out there knows anything about financing and credit scores, you never want your utilization to be higher than 30%. So the fact that I have a goal of bringing it down to 25 to 30, it tells you I got myself in a little bit of a spending trouble. And even with that, that's a part of me even identifying why am I spending the money that I'm spending, when there was a season where I would just only spend cash. So, nevertheless, it's never too late. I'm excited because I see the progress. I have gained the momentum. I am doing exactly what I said I would do when it comes to the budget. Plus or minus a Starbucks drink every now and again. That's a part of wellness too. Going through that drive-through and getting me a mango fruit refresher with lemonade, it makes me smile. If you can't see me, you should jump over to YouTube so you can see that smile. So, but I'm conscious of how I'm spending my money. The third area is relationships. And this is what I've said, because I'm building a community and we're getting to know each other, meaning I'm not quite ready to share everything, but I do want to welcome you into this space so that as you get to know me and I get to know you, you'll hear more about relationships with my family and romantic relationships. So what I can share is that my son just graduated from high school. He is doing amazing. He's already been admitted to college. He knew where he wanted to go. He was very clear about it. And we do, like all parents, I think, do, you make sure you have other schools as what we call the safe school. But he did get accepted to his number one pick. It has a specific program, and I couldn't be more thrilled. He got a full scholarship. Somebody say amen. Now, here's what I will tell you. A full scholarship doesn't mean they pay for housing. I don't know what that's all about, but I am believing that they're not finished with their awards. I believe the university has some discretionary grants, and I'm believing that they're going to give a little bit more money that goes towards housing. But his tuition is completely paid for because he did his part for his 4 years of high school, and he earned the GPA that he earned, and it earned him a full scholarship for tuition. So I'm very, very, very excited about that. I'm looking down at my notes to see what else I want to share with you because this is a really quick kind of check in, and I'm dual purposing where I'm recording this now that you'll hear it on my podcast, but I'm also going to upload the video to my YouTube because I promised that I would do a sit down. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. So, I talked about my finances, I talked about my health, I talked about my relationships, I talked about meal planning. Now, what I didn't share was like the things that I eat for breakfast. Currently, I'm doing a lot of yogurt, strawberries, blueberries. I bought some cherries and grapes as a snack for me. And then I will have some pistachio nuts in my like parfait, I guess. I've gotten a scale, and the scale is helping me to make sure that my portion size is not what I think my portion size is. Because what I learned was that even though people say a piece of meat is like the size of your hand, if you have too many pieces of meat, then you just weigh over. So I do use a scale to help me. And so that's really helpful. Today, as a part of my wellness, and you'll see this because I release a video every Monday at 12 o'clock. That's my goal, is to release a video every Monday at 12 o'clock on my YouTube channel, which is just Lachey Johnson. And then what I do is I do share that or clips of it maybe on my Instagram, which is Lachey at Lachey 109. And then I also have my Facebook, which I don't really go over there too much, but sometimes I will share what I'm doing on YouTube there, which is also Lachey Johnson. But apparently now that name is not as unique as it was when I was growing up. So the avatar, I think it's like just Jesus first and then coffee, because she loves coffee. And as I say that, I'm gonna take a sip of my iced coffee. It's so good. It is so good. I went to ShopRite earlier today and they had the Starbucks blonde roast because that's what I get on sale. And I was just like, sis, you have turned this into a thing. And I go through these ebbs and flows of wanting iced coffee versus having hot coffee. And of course, it's getting hot. So I'm in Jersey. And today I think the temperature is expected to get up into the high 80s. So yeah, didn't want hot coffee. I have some iced coffee. So I'm enjoying that. And what else can I tell you? I'm just really excited that I've taken the moment to sit down and share with you all outside of the little blooper earlier. Hopefully, you just skip right over and you don't even realize that happened. I'm checking in, I'm holding myself accountable. I am enjoying the journey. I am not afraid to try. And if it feels like failure, FAIL, it's the first attempt in me learning something. This season of life is just really beautiful for me, and the creativity of me sharing my life in this way, I am really enjoying it. And so I'm just asking you that if this is your first time listening or if this is your first time watching, just encourage your girl. Encourage me, leave a comment, tell me that you want to hear more. Tell me that you would like for me to do more of a sit down where I do maybe a live with Q&A, and that's how we're going to get to know each other. So the last thing that I will share with you, that as I am going through my wellness journey, I have begun to read different genres again. So I've always gotten up and read my Bible and done my Devo, and I've done things for school. I've got multiple graduate degrees. I'm a retired school administrator. I work in ministry full time. And so I do that kind of reading, but I've not done this in years. I'm talking years. When I was a teenager, I would love to read like series books, and they just were like great escapes for me in the summertime. Well, now I am an adult. I was watching TV and I saw the trailer for this movie, It Ends With Us. Colleen Hoover, if you have never heard of her, the writing is absolutely captivating. So, because I am a reader, I thought to myself, hey, I like to read the book before I see the movie because they always say the book is like way more detailed and it's quite honestly better than the movie, but paired together, it's a win win. So I go and I buy the book, and I say at night, after I do my mile run, get my shower, do my skincare routine, right before bed, I'm going to read just 15 minutes. It's just a little delight. Just bring me down from my day. Great enjoyment. I can't put this book down. So much so that today, when I went to the nail salon, I actually took the book with me while I was getting my pedicure, and I read like 3 chapters. And tonight I'm going to read again. So then I go over to Target, and then I get to Target and I'm looking just to see, what other books she has. What did I do? I bought another one because I already know once I'm done that, I'm going to want to pick up another one because it's just that great of a read. And it's actually the sequel to It Ends With Us, and it's titled It Starts With Us. I mean, this woman, she just does a phenomenal job in reading, and I'm just enjoying it. I'm hosting a book club with some lady friends, and we're reading It Ends With Us together. And then we will go and watch the movie in August, and we'll go and have brunch just to culminate, have the conversation about, what our thoughts were about the book, what our thoughts were about the movie. I will give not a complete spoiler message to the book if you haven't read it. My mom would say, if you spot it, you got it. And so the storyline attracted me. And again, I'm just getting to know you. The storyline attracted me because there were some elements of relationships that were dysfunctional when she was growing up that she started to see in her adulthood. That's all I'm saying. I'm not giving any more. If you want to know, go pick the book up and make sure you get your ticket for the movie. It comes out, I think, either August 8th or August 9th. But, I see these patterns in the kind of writing that she does. And I don't know if it's just her storytelling or if she actually has experienced some of the stuff or know of people who have experienced it, because the way she writes it is just so beautifully written. You feel like you are actually in the story with her as she's writing with the characters. So yeah, so that's where we are. Again, this is the Lashay Johnson podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, what are you waiting on? I would encourage you to put your notifications on, because summer 2024, it's going to be hot. It's going to be hot. I'm partnering with, not partnering, I've joined a circle of sisters around the world, and we're getting our own sister circle together. And you can see that on hashtag the Sister Circle Summer of Sisters, TSCSOS. That's the hashtag that we are all using. And it's just going to be a great summer. So I would encourage you, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to my channel and put your notification bell on so you don't miss a thing. Every Monday at 12 noon, I plan to post my little mini vlog. And then this particular podcast, I am going to post. And yeah, it's just going to be great. I encourage you. I encourage you to make sure that if you like what you're hearing, and you just enjoy the content, why would you want to keep that to yourself? Share it with a friend and come back and hang out with me again. Have a great rest of the week, and I will see you all. I don't know. When will I see you? Probably in another 2 or 3 weeks with a guest. All right. Take care. Bye.